I'm Kanisha Leggett with KUMSOT. Welcome back. Today I will be discussing how I enjoyed my fieldwork education level ones. We utilized simulations instead of actually going out to a facility due to the COVID pandemic. So, the first part that I will be talking about is my clinical reasoning. I believe that clinical reasoning develops through um, practice as well as interaction with other skilled occupational therapists and professionals. So, even though the fact that I'm a CODA currently, I believe that my skill set will not only improve but also change becoming an OTR. That I will then have to use more of my own clinical reasoning as to why I am doing my evaluations, my screenings, my interventions and assessment, what frame of reference and model I'll be using. And there are four types of clinical reasoning that you can use: scientific, narrative, pragmatic, as well as ethical. And so, throughout the therapy process, with regards to clinical reasoning, it may change. You may use all four during the process. You may use only two. You may lean more on one than you have on the other three. And so I believe that the judgment and the actual reasoning skills will continue to develop as I become an OTR and as my skill level improves and as my knowledge and practice set improve. The other thing that I'll be talking about today is what could have been done to improve my fieldwork experience short of going into a facility. But if we're discussing, through the simulation process, I would have liked to have been able to do more assessments and goal writing, focusing strictly on assessment, um, understanding why I chose those assessments. I would have liked more of the role play that Ms. Reyes allowed us to participate in for the one time, and not just during the interview process. I would have liked to have had some role play as far as the assessment I chose, the evaluation process I completed, the discharge planning, and my goal choice. For me, my goals I find are the most challenging part, and so I would, of course, wanted to do more. With the goal setting and choice so that I am understanding the choice of goals and writing the goals appropriately, because right now I can upgrade goals and adapt goals in my setting with my OTR and under her supervision, and then she kind of critiques and adjusts them. But to be strictly on my own, I would prefer a little more experience there. um, Yes, field work too. Level one, the second part for field work will also be simulation and online, again, due to COVID. In order to be prepared for that class, I plan on sticking to my time management, making sure that my communication is open, continuing to read on various assessments, and attempting my tasks before I actually started on the simulation, just to kind of see if my thought process is headed in the right direction. And I believe that is it as far as my preparation. Oh, I'll also try and complete my assignments a little bit sooner, so that I can do more proofreading, to make sure that I am not missing any highlighted points. Lastly, what kind of suggestions would I give to students that are coming behind me who may have to participate in a simulated field work? Time management is key. Be open, um, open-minded to trying it. Don't go into it with preset ideas. Open communication with Miss Reyes or whomever your fieldwork educator is, because I find that she was amazing with being able to answer questions and contact her. She responded in a timely manner. I can't stress time management enough. Use a planner be organized. Um, Make sure you take time for yourself. Don't become overwhelmed um, by the assignments that are due. I am no stranger to things happening in your life and things kind of get crazy, but just being able to take that moment and not making any excuses for where you end up, taking the critique and growing from it, learning and progressing so that you can do better in preparation. And then ask a question. If you don't know, make sure you ask. If you don't, even just ask your fellow classmates, but ask Miss Reyes for clarification. Understand why you're doing what you're doing. And if you don't see the correlation, express that in order to get a clearer understanding of what's going on. So that's my overview for Fieldwork Level 1 simulation. Thank you for joining me today and have a great evening.